Hey, how y'all doing? It's Cabe Bond with Gridiron Football. I'm here with Tyree Burton from Salmen High. And before we start, I'd like to say that found out he had 2 picks in their last game. So, obviously, y'all won. That was a defensive highlight, that game, for certain. Outside of the impressive performance you have, what do you think your team did that gave y'all the edge over, who y'all played?
Establishing to be one as a team. Everybody gonna make mistakes. It's a football field. This ain't any type of sport. Football is a mistake sport. You gotta learn how to get back with each other, how to keep your mental in tame, how to, cheer up for your teammates. And I feel like we did a good job with that, knowing that, everybody go put up points on us, but it matters if we go come back and put up points on them.
I like that answer a lot, man. And you saying it's a mistake sport, especially being, in that defensive position. A lot of times people think that defense can't allow a single yard. They can't allow, you got to have that mentality that it's okay to bend right here. Exactly. We're just going to get back on the next rep. And, what position do you play?
I play DB. Yes.
DB, yeah. So where do you think, if you had to choose just one asset of your game, what do you think you excel the most in as a DB?
Like I said, my mental, not mentality, but my mental. If you're saying, like I just said, once again, everything is a mistake sport. You're going to make mistakes. You got to be able to be the best athlete in the world. As long as you don't got the mistake of having the mental to make mistakes and get back on defense, you ain't going to be nobody. That's what I feel like.
That's a winning mentality. Different position, but I go to LSU and I got to see Jaden Daniels play, and you could see him. They might be down a score or something, but you look at him, he's just ice cold. No fear, and that's incredibly important for a position like DB, which is probably the hardest position in football. And what class year are you?
I'm 2026.
2026. So, and you said Salmen High. So, we had a couple of people come through here, and I'll ask you the same thing. For a personal goal, for next year with your team, but also a team goal for Salmen High. What are y'all hoping to achieve next year?
Well, for starters, for a personal goal, I also feel like I should establish myself while establishing my team, but establishing yourself is a very important thing. You can always have a team, but as long as you're not comfortable in your community and the establishment of your team, you're never going to be able to find yourself. But as a team goal, as I just said before, I wish that, and I hope that, pray to God, amen, that we all establish each other as men and as teammates, and we all play together on the field as young men, as we should.
I like that answer a lot, man. And y'all's team has had us success so far in this weekend. As y'all go into further games, obviously the intention ultimately is going to be to win it all. But what's something that you hope your team will establish outside of winning?
Friendship. Friendship go a long way. Even though friends can sometimes become enemies, friends can go a long way. Just because everybody can rely on each other on each other's back. It's not a one-man sport, it's a team sport. The greatest athletes always need a team. It's a team sport, and I feel like this weekend we're establishing that slowly by slowly, while only having 3 practices. We all establishing, laughing, playing the game with each other on the phone with each other, talking about defense with each other. The simple things like that can make a big team.
I like that. And just 2 more simple questions before we wrap this up. Hey, I do want to ask you, you seem to have a mature mindset for, a class of 26 person or prospect, a very mature mindset that not even some college players have, and I applaud you for that. So is there a specific athlete that you model your game after or take inspiration from?
I would like to say Marshawn Lattimore. To me, he's a good example representing of how I said this game is a mistake sport. He guards one of the best primary wide receivers every game. He makes a mistake, might get scored on, but he's always there to come back.
I love Marshawn Lattimore too. I'm a Louisiana native, so that's seeing him able to lock up people every day. That's saves me.
Get to him. He got the crowd on his hands. He got the whole critics, everything.
Everything.
He's still down, man.
Whenever he goes up and matches up against someone who might even be, he's the better receiver.
Yeah,
he just always raises his game.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Somebody give my dude credit. He always on that island.
Exactly. That's him, Alante Taylor, Paulson Adebo. They got some dogs out there. And the last thing I do want to ask you, football is a sport with plenty of different avenues on it. If you had to say, what's one element of football that just makes you appreciate the sport so much, what would it be?
The ability to, meet people. I feel like that plays a big role in today's time, at least in my time period. Meeting people is a big thing, and I also feel like meeting diverse people, all type of people, treat to me their traditions, and it helps because certain things, such as learning techniques when it comes to football, learning how you could do this. I got some friends I met playing on a football team just from being a kicker, taught me how to do footwork, It's simple things like that can help take me to my game as a DB, being on the island. Yeah.
I like that answer a lot, man. Well, this is Cabe Bond, Gridiron Football. For more impressive interviews like this, go to gridironfootballusa.com, and I'll see you guys in the next interview.